Well, ladies and gentlemen, so today we are going to cover the Pada 2 of Jyeshtha nakshatra. As in what happens when your moon is in the sign of Scorpio, but in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha, yet Pada 2 of this nakshatra. And what this concept simply means is we're narrowing down your thinking, pinpointing how exactly that you think. Because two people of the same zodiac sign don't think alike. Why? Because they might be in a different nakshatras that are working behind the scenes of a zodiac sign. But sometimes people of the same nakshatras don't think alike. Because of the fact they might be in a different pada, because each nakshatra is divided into 4 parts known as the padas. So that's what this series is. And I've already made a video of what moon is like in the sign of Scorpio. So please go watch that. I've already made a video of what moon is like in the nakshatra of Jyeshtha. You can please go watch that. It's a very detailed oriented subject. This is simply the Pada 2 of that video. And as always, if you do not know where your moon is placed, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, what pada it's in, and all your other planetary placements, for that check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects of the Speed of Light, including my new magazine on career and destiny, and all the other consultations and stuff are all here. Now, Jyeshtha nakshatra. What is Jyeshtha nakshatra? Well, it's a nakshatra which is about standing up for something and fighting, which is about putting your foot down and making sure that the change comes through your fight. This nakshatra is of literally the nakshatra of fighters. This is the nakshatra of people who want to change things and dramatically change things. Because why? Because this nakshatra is taking place in the sign of Scorpio. So the foundation is Scorpio, where it's really bringing that tremendous amount of transformation and ups and downs. And so through the transformation, through this sudden transformation and your ability to fight, changes come. Now, this can come in a very good change. This can also come in a very bad change. Meaning somebody can bring a communistic regime into place. That's a bad change, bringing that bad change into the world. A good change would be freeing your people, bringing this democratic society into the world, this Andromedan type society into the world. So these are changes that can be seen depending upon if there's any positive or negative aspect on such moon. But we want to concentrate more on, Pada 2 of this. And the best way I can say this is that the Pada 2 of this nakshatra is that moon is really all about changing the government, changing the kingship, fighting against the government, fighting for the government, standing up with the authoritativeship or standing against the authority. Whether good or bad, well, that's something you have to understand by aspects and conjunction and divisional charts. What this is doing, moon is simply want to stand up for a certain status, the higher kingship. So political freedom fighters are seen from this. People who work for the UN or for the UN are seen from this. People who work as IAS officer, IPS officer are seen with this. But then you can also say, a terrorist government regime is seen from this. So instead of having a government of Narendra Modi or United States Democratic Party, you might have a Saddam Hussein-like regime come up. You might have things like ISIS come up. So that's where these things differentiate. But moon is simply concentrated and fixated on wanting to change, bring a dramatic change into the governance of things. So if this moon is in a corporate field, a new CEO with this type of a moon with Pada 2 will suddenly change things for the better or for the worst. If you were able to take, and also in Pada 2 of this nakshatra, what happens is that moon is quite status oriented. They are all about having a certain status in society for their mind to feel balanced. Otherwise, their mind is in chaos. Those people who are like, oh my God, I want to be an IS officer. Oh my God, I cannot be anything unless I am this. I have to be a doctor, otherwise I'm a nobody. I have to be a CEO, otherwise I'm a nobody. I have to be known and I have to be famous and be loved by everybody, otherwise I'm a nobody. So this chaotic mind, that Scorpio moon, this is why moon is kind of debilitated here, because it kind of makes a person go into this psychotic world where they feel that only through status they're able to achieve things. Only through status they're able to find that peace in mind, where they don't. Because once they get that status, now they want that bigger status. Now they want a higher status. So this Pada 2 is all about gaining status. So not only it's about standing up for and changing governments and changing policies, but it's mainly about, you know what, I need to have the status. And I'm willing to kill for the status if moon is in that negative mode. On the positive mode, it's more of a neutral thing, because they're still hungry for that status. But they might do good to receive that status. They might start opening up charity organization, start doing philanthropy work, so the people might admire them and, you know, and cherish them. So that's what this Pada 2 is about. Okay. So guys, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your moon is placed and what sign, nakshatra it's placed in, all the planets, in your book, in my books and magazines, consultation, all of that is here at this link. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow with Pada 3.